Yeah, yeah, I wish I knew this earlier, right? That, like, for instance, yeah, when I was about, I think I was about 27, yeah, I started going weight training a little bit.
Yeah.
And I used to pay a bit of money for it.
Yeah.
Quite a lot, £50 a month, you know.
At that time, that was a lot of money. That was pricey at that time, mate.
Yeah, and I was working in a
Yeah.
job. I can't remember what I was doing then. I can't remember. But anyway, I
Yeah.
think I was doing carpet. So I do carpets, alright. But anyway, I was doing weight training, yeah. For, you know, taking it quite seriously, going there quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and then sort of like, that was like, you know, I got married and whatever. But I realised that, you know, why pay for it? Why I might as well do a job, weight training, like removal.
Yeah.
And get paid for it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of using your common sense in a kind of way, you know. So, you know, I was actually doing my job for my own benefit and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like the most important thing in life is keeping yourself strong. You know, and I don't want to get weaker.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. You know, nobody wants to get weaker, do they? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, so you can't get out your own chair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that. Do you know what I mean? I want to keep my legs strong.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep walking.
That's it.
You know, and you know, it might hurt my legs. You know, but I'm going to keep walking. Do you know what I mean? You know, and keep learning as well. You know, when I can. You know, get more intelligent.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Learn about, like, for instance, what I'm talking about, sweat. Peaks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, in a year's time, I might know. You know, more. You know, about, you know, a lot of things. You know, I'm hoping to learn a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, you think, like, you know, I said before, like, you are quite intelligent when you're age 5, really. You know a number of words anyway. And you think, by the time you're 10, you've doubled.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe tripled. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Probably quadrupled.
What would you say?
By the age of 10.
What about 10 to 20?
times
10?
More than that.
Do you know what I mean?
Probably times 20.
You know, and I think like in another year,
or more.
I think another year I'm going to double.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's possible. You know, I can't. I don't think I can double impossible. No. You know, like I say, I might start losing my mind soon. You know, like as you get older, you make more mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, talking about mistakes again. You know, apparently, like the more mistakes you make, the more successful you should get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Way,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, you learn by your mistakes. So the more you make, the better. Really.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
In a funny way.
The more mistakes you make, the better. Yeah, like you said, because it shows that you're trying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you're making an effort.
Yeah. So like, I'm going to go out tomorrow and try to make a few mistakes.
So you might not be successful every day, but you know, there will come a time where you will be successful. You know.
Let's say a clown would deliberately make mistakes to make people laugh.
Yeah.
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 You know, trip over or something. You know, do something stupid. You know, it's quite funny, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know, nobody likes making mistakes. You know, like for instance, if I was walking down the high street, I wouldn't want to trip over. You know.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I don't think everyone will laugh at me. You know.
No.
You know.
Still quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, going back to mind, body, and soul. Just to encapsulate everything for me, from my perspective and my opinion, I think, as like we were saying earlier, you have to look after your physical health, your mental health, and you also have to feed your spiritual health. Whether that be through subscribing to a religion, if that's what you want to do, you know, because everyone's free to do what, you know, everyone's got got their own path and their own way of finding themselves, and you know, and spirituality and etc. So whether or not it be you choose to subscribe to a religion or subscribe to, you know, some form of spirituality or something, you know, you have to find a way that, you know, you need to find things that kind of feed your soul, whether it be meditation or different spiritual practices that you can do today, if you see what I mean, to feed your spiritual side of you as well, because I think sometimes we forget that there's two sides of us as human beings. We're both physical beings, but also spiritual beings, and you've got to try and find the balance between the two, in order for you to kind of have balance within yourself, duality, So.
I think, like, as I said before, memories are amazing.
Yeah.
When you think about the spirit, the mind, soul, memories, that is a dazzling place. Colours, sounds, everything. Memories. Like say you don't. People can take things off you, yeah, your children, whatever.
Yeah.
Or you can lose a lot in life, whatever, your house, everything.
Yeah.
But your memories, you will not lose.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You can't lose them. Well, you can.
You can.
But as long as you're insane, you won't lose them.
Well, no one can take them from you, can they?
Well, you can have an accident, knock your head, lose your memories.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny.
Yeah, true.
You come home and you don't know who your wife is or your children.
Yeah.
This happens.
It happens, yeah.
Or they can't remember where they were, or can't remember their childhood.
Yeah. Or their name.
Yeah, or what age they are.
Yeah.
Or they lose their own identity.
Yeah, true.
Which is completely weird, if you ask me. And I think life is all to do with the memories. The soul is full of memories. I think that's what the soul is actually. The colourful soul. I feel like I've got quite a colourful soul, and I feel like you have too, Josh. Yeah. And people out there. There's some people that have got colourful souls. They're artists, I think, yeah. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Or a musician,
Yeah.
And I've got lots of beautiful sort of notes around my soul, honestly, yeah. I want to create music as well, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like I want to get more beautiful in life. I'm not the most perfect being on the, but I just find that I'm getting happier. Yeah. Yeah, in life, because I finding my own beauty, my own art. Yeah. I've got time to do my own art. And I think life's all about being a beautiful soul.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Being kind. Being arty. Being creative. Helping people. Yeah. Moving forward. Yeah. Being positive. Trying to smile in life. And I'm finding the happiness more and more. As time goes by, I'm hoping it's going to stay, because, something might happen, you know what I mean, I don't know, might get run over, whatever, but I don't know the future, but like I say, I'm looking forward to the future, whatever it is, because I feel like I'm very lucky to have one. Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. And I think that's everyone should feel the same. I appreciate life a little bit more. And if you're not happy with your life, I think you should try to change it. Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to change the world. You can change yourself. Of course. Yeah. So you're not. Some people get angry with the world, whatever. And I must admit, I used to a bit. And I don't anymore. What's the point? I'm not here for long. I'm not here for much longer, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not, I don't think it's pointless getting angry with things that you don't like in the world. Yeah, true. Anyway, because I don't think you're going to change it. Yeah. Yeah. But you can change yourself. That's it. And that's it, really. You can, change. I think we're all like a baby. They're beautiful souls. Yeah. Every one of them. But they haven't got really any memories yet at all, and each year they grow more memories and they become more, they understand the world and they learn how to be independent, if you know what I mean. Slowly in time as they get older. Yeah. But I'd say some old people don't mature. Yeah. And some people, they're old and they're still miserable or something, whatever, because they haven't really, well, sadly they lived in the same bubble maybe. Yeah. They haven't popped it, and they're watching the same program every day. You know what I mean? At home,
Yeah.
You know, not changing themselves.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is important. You know, I'm aiming to change myself even more. To be honest with you.
To evolve.
Yeah, I am. You know,
as a human being, you know.
You know, I sometimes get a bit fed up with myself. Do you know what I mean? I think,
Yeah.
you know, time to change. You know, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've been smoking for a long time. You know, and I'm thinking, you know, it's getting to the, you know, I'm slowing down. That's for sure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know, and I think all these things out there that we have got, you know, like cigarettes, whatever, you know, I think if you learn to be happy without it, you know,
yeah,
I think that's how you learn to be happy, you know. Like,
yeah,
I don't think I'm fully happy,
yeah,
you know, like I say, I smoke,
yeah,
you know, and it's something that I enjoy,
yeah,
but I think that if I did give up smoking, I'd be happier, you know.
yeah.
If I could become happy not smoking, I'd become happier because I wouldn't have to get it. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I've got to try to learn how to be happy.
Yeah.
With things I don't love.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I love smoking, alright. And that's the problem. I think people love things and they don't want to give it up.
That's the trouble. Yeah.
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 You know.
Yeah.
Like my wife, I didn't want to give her up. I loved her.
Yeah.
You know, but she wanted to give me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The energy wasn't reciprocated.
Yeah, died after 13 years, I suppose, you know, but that's life, you know. It's like when you meet someone.
Life.
When you meet someone, it's like a magical, you know. It's just all new, isn't it? Like a honeymoon, you know, and it's fantastic, and you know, it's quite beautiful. You know, you're getting to know them. You know? And I think like after a few years, you know them now, and you've had enough. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's the case.
I think that does happen in some cases, mate.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah.
So a healthy marriage, you know, I think like you got to respect each other.
Oh, of course, yeah. Trust.
Yeah.
Got to have love, of course.
Understanding.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
patience.
Yeah, and you know, yeah. There's number of things I think, yeah. But you can have a healthy relationship.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Well, there's people out there every day that have got healthy relationships, you know what I mean, that are thriving and people being together for a long time and they're happy and, you know, whatever. You know?
And a healthy relationship is basically not having any arguments, if you think about it.
Well, I don't even think it's about not having any arguments personally. I think.
Well, you've got to have arguments.
I think personally, I think it's someone who makes.
Got to have arguments.
I think it's someone who makes
Debate.
someone that makes you better.
Yeah.
If that person makes
Somebody
you.
love you.
Yeah. So if that person makes you better.
Yeah.
And only wants the best for you. And only you. If you see what I mean. Then that's the person that you need in your life. You know. Yeah. Arguments and debates and all these things are important, you know. It just depends on whether or not it's constructive. If the argument's not constructive, then what's the point? If it's constructive to the point where you're both having a debate and you're both, you know, having a bit of a heated debate and a communication dialogue back and forth because you're trying to get some kind of understanding, you know, some kind of clarity, then okay, you know. But if it's just going to be lots of loud shouting and, you know, people carrying on for no reason and you know, no one getting anywhere and people are just getting, you know, more and more worked up and more leery, and it's, you know, nothing comes of it, then it's you know, pointless, isn't it? You know. So yeah. Arguments are important, you know.
Well, I think you can have an argument without shouting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the thing.
I'm big on that too.
Or
like
getting physically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
like I'm the type of person, like I'll say to my missus, like don't get like worked up and stuff. Like just come and all you've got to do is just come to me. Like for me personally, I just say to my wife, like if you've got an issue, just come and talk to me about it. Just say, listen. You know, later on when the kids are asleep, can we sit down for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, however long, and talk about something that I've got on my mind and something I want to discuss. then for me that's great. Okay, once the kids are in bed, we're going to sit down, make a cup of tea, chill out, relax, and have a chat, and talk about it, and we can come to an understanding.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
You know?
Really.
So you can do it in a productive, constructive, peaceful, loving manner, So
That's all it's all about, really, isn't it?
yeah.
About how you go about it.
Mm.
It's all to do with communication again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
being intelligent with communication, really.
Mm.
Intelligent with communication is not arguing as a point in losing your cool and getting physical.
Yeah.
Mm. That's not intelligent, is it? When you get angry, and get out of control, if you sort of and lose your temper.
Yeah.
That's not intelligent at all. But I think being intelligent is being a good communicator, being understanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being caring, being kind, all these kind of things. Just. Sometimes I wish I was married again, to my ex a bit, because I understand things a little bit better now,
Yeah.
And I think I could have sort of done the right thing. It's like when she used to get upset a bit, or cry and things. It used to upset me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, because I loved her, I didn't like her seeing her cry.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
But that's the wrong way of going about it. I should have sort of like cuddled up to her.
Yeah.
And worked it out, do you know what I mean? But it takes time to understand this in the kind of way, Like, so I didn't get brought up properly to understand all this kind of stuff, all this philosophy, or didn't teach me at school, but now I know, now I think, like, if I was married, alright, I would have been a better man.
Yeah.
I would have saved it, do you know what I mean? So I think it happened because I was not a very good educated person.
Yeah.
Not very intelligent. In some ways I was, But so, intelligence is a number of things, Like,
Yeah.
I was quite good at cooking that then, but with women or relationships, I wasn't very good with.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean,
Mm.
And I just think it takes time, or
Yeah.
someone to tell you in life, where I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, to work out for myself in a kind of way.
Growth and maturity.
Learn for myself a lot. I did.
Yeah. For sure. Like most of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that when someone tells you something that helps you in life, in a big way,
Yeah.
by what somebody's just said.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
can happen, Like, if someone could say something to someone, and it can change their life forever.
Oh yeah.
And make them smile for the rest of their life. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just simple education sometimes.
That small bit of advice could change someone's perspective on something, and
it can do indeed.
could be.
It can do. And sometimes I wish I had some wise guy, person come up to me and help me when I was a bit younger with philosophy and understanding,
Yeah.
And I would have been even more intelligent today, I think, in a funny way,
Yeah.
than I am today, Like, so I can't think, like, you think, like, when, in another 10 years' time, are we going to be more intelligent than we are now?
I hope we should be.
Or are we going to be the same level?
No, we should be. We should be more. We should be more intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Our shows are going to be more
sophisticated.
Yeah, more. Yeah. That's amazing, really, isn't it? More vocabulary. More.
Oh yeah. Yeah. More insightful.
Yeah.
More diverse, I guess. Yeah.
Because one time in 10 years' time we might do this one again.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
And I'll have grey hair. Then,
Yeah.
But that's the other thing about the body, isn't it? It gets old.
As old, deteriorates. Gotta look after it though. Try your best to look after it. Yeah.
That's all we can do in life, isn't it? Really, you know.
Try your best.
I think that's all you can do in life. Really, is get up. Try to get up.
Yeah.
Try to smile. Try to be positive. What else can you do? Love the birds. What else can you do in life?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And every situation, every problem, and everything you don't, I mean, there's certain things that I don't enjoy doing, but I do in the kind of way, it's like I love washing up because I do a little dance while I'm doing it, I put a bit of music on, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing it anymore, do you know what I mean? So, there's not much I don't enjoy in life at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not like at one point, I used to be happily married for a number of years, like I told you, but at the end of it I become unhappily married, only because she was unhappy.
Yeah.
And it turned my life into a misery, and then I lost everything, and a number of years I was completely bloody turned upside down, really, homeless, very sad, and angry, and today I feel blessed.
Yeah.
That I just feel like I'm in a beautiful ocean now, you with me?
Yeah.
And
a beautiful place in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no
It's all coming together.
well, it's more beautiful, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, do you know what I mean? And it's like when I was the last year with my wife, it was a nightmare, and life's not enjoyable, when she's not happy, do you know what I mean? And you're looking after your children, trying to make the best of things, it's quite a complicated thing for the soul to take in, actually, where your wife doesn't love you, your children do, and you've got your family there, and it's quite mind blowing. It blows your soul up, It's kind of like, we're sitting there one day, and then we saw the news, Twin Towers,
Yeah.
and all that, and everyone's watching, whatever, and it's like, whoa, it's mind blowing, wow, it's like,
Can't believe it.
well, it's like you just watched a film or something, that's real, and it's and that, like my wife, wanting to end it just like that with me, was like Twin Towers, like two airplanes hitting my soul.
Yeah.
You with me? It was devastating, and it's hard, it's very confusing to focus on yourself, to look after yourself when, I don't know, do you know what I mean? It really, it made me ill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Those few years, I got photographs of me, I was looking quite skinny, where she was weakening me so much.
Yeah.
If you sort of mean, taking my energy,
Yeah.
That's what it does. Like if you're angry, about something every day, you're not going to focus on eating and things, you're not going to look after yourself so well.
Yeah.
Because you're numbed by what somebody's done to you, how they've hurt you, and you're violated,
Yeah.
and it's dangerous really, because like I say, you're not looking after yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's quite important, I suppose.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Anyway, mate, any final words or closing statements or anything you want to say to the people before we wrap it up and call it a night for this week's episode?
Yeah, I'd just say be a beautiful soul.
That's it. I like that.
That's what I try to be every day.
I like that.
Honestly.
That's it.
I try to be beautiful to everyone. And anyone that's nasty to me, I forgive them.
That's it.
Because they're not a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Gotta be
jealous. You don't get jealous of
Yeah.
anyone either. If you're a beautiful soul, there's nothing to be jealous of.
No. You've got to be patient and kind.
Yeah, and if you want a beautiful soul, all you've got to do is be kind, try to do good in life, try to make the right choices, do the right things for yourself, look after yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
And I mean, today I should have looked after myself a bit more than I should, so I need to catch up with that. So I need to sort of relax, have a long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Recover.
Yeah.
You know, it's important.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's it really. That's all
You got to look after your mind, your body, and your soul. You know, that summarises it. You know, and like you said, I think what you said summarised it perfectly. Just try to be a beautiful soul.
Yeah. I think you're a beautiful soul too.
And likewise, you know. Thank you, mate. You know.
My mum, I love her, you know, I think she's got a beautiful soul.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and that's what I love, beautiful souls only.
Yeah.
I don't like nasty souls.
Good vibes only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode this week. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, of course. This week's episode has been all about...
Forgotten.
It's completely forgotten.
Mind, body and soul.
That's it.
You know.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode all about mind, body and soul. We'll be back again next week with a brand new episode, of course, so please stay tuned for that. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed the episode, guys. Good night. God bless. One love from the Philosophy Podcast. Yeah.